And go.
Okay, so now we're going to talk about some benefits of virtual reality. There's many benefits, and first one is psychological aspects. People that have post-traumatic stress disorder after coming back from wars can go into a virtual reality like their war place or war zone, and it helps them cope with their problems. And then also the government can use it to train soldiers before they go into war zones. And then also if you have a phobia, as in like the fear of spiders, you can go into a virtual reality surrounded by spiders, and that's supposed to help get over phobias. There are also economic benefits to virtual reality. One is that car manufacturers can use it to make better vehicles, and architects can use it to build buildings without actually having to build anything, just to walk around in it and see how well it will work out. And also there are medical uses. When you take MRIs, you can then take that information and put it into a virtual reality type 3D sort of thing, so that doctors can look at it and get more information out of their MRIs.
Alright, now for some negatives of virtual reality. One major negative is that the computer equipment is full of some very harmful chemicals that are very bad for the environment. And also, the same computer equipment is extremely expensive, and the average setup costs around $300,000.
There are also limits to virtual reality. One limit is that in reality, there's a thing called a dot test. So what you do is you can take a dot and you can put it on the floor, just a certain distance away from a person, have them look at it, then tell them to close their eyes and then walk over to the dot. And people can do this surprisingly very accurately. But in virtual reality, if you have a person with their head-mounted display on, and then you have a virtual dot put out the same distance as they had just done earlier or something like that, in their virtual reality, and then turn off the head-mounted display, tell them to walk to the dot, they, for some reason, always come up half as short. So they end up only going half the way, and they don't know why everything is coming up half as short in people's minds in the virtual setting. Yeah.
Well, to sum up a little bit, so you got your head-mounted display, which is seen lying here on the floor. Great spot for it, by the way. Which is seen by the cameras, which produce infrared rays that bounce off the head-mounted display, and computer one figures out the distance it is from each camera and pretty much triangulates the position of where you are in the room. Sends that information over to computer two, which creates the virtual reality of you being actually in there. It's like a video game. So it shows you where you're at and displays the picture at that spot on the head-mounted display. And that is Virtual Reality Corner with Becky.